suggest that you go into London and show your face. Anyways, she thought it over and she went. Laid flowers there and went to the... But Edward...
I'm still not understanding the story. I don't know if you're saying it right.
What do you want? I'm telling you.
Do me a favor, just start from the beginning.
No, I'm not.
One more time. I'm going to listen.
She had a beef
Who's she?
The Queen. The Queen had a beef with Diana.
Okay. Got it. The Queen had a beef with Diana. Fight.
Well, I don't know inside. He never liked her. Her husband. The prince.
He never liked Diana.
No. He was jealous because she got all the publicity wherever she went all over the world.
Okay.
And his wife, the Queen of England, didn't get the publicity.
That she used to get.
That's right. Because on account of Diana. Diana was gorgeous.
Was she still married to her son?
No. Divorced.
This is after?
After, yes. Okay? Now. So... Diana got killed in Paris in a car accident.
I know that.
Okay. So there was a funeral to be going to.
Yeah.
She didn't want to go. The Queen didn't want to go to her funeral.
Okay.
The Queen didn't want a big funeral. She can stop it, the Queen, because she's the head of the UK. You understand? She's the head of the Prime Minister.
Really?
Yes. Royalty is very big all over. At one time, 1,000 years ago, royalty was God.
Wow.
Now, you got the story straight?
So far.
Okay. Tony Blair, he's at that time, the Prime Minister of the UK.
Yes.
His office was getting phone calls.
Why?
That she doesn't want to show her face in London.
Why should she?
Why should she? She's the Queen and this, and because the people loved Diana. Loved her.
Right.
More than the Queen. Okay?
But she's dead.
So, now, she has to show her face, the Queen. To go to the funeral. The papers must write it out, the tabloids, the royalty, Her Majesty don't want to go, blah, blah, they can put it over.
Right.
Okay. Tony Blair was getting calls, not at his office. So his message boy's assistant said, Prime Minister, we're getting calls, the phones are blazing, emails are coming in, that Her Royal Highness is not attending the funeral and she's not showing her face. So he calls her up.
Right.
Tony Blair, the Prime Minister.
Calls the Queen.
Queen, Your Majesty, and we're getting calls, and I think the first time that you should go show your face clearly.
Yeah.
Show your face in London. She says, nah, I don't have to,
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the Queen. She doesn't have to do whatever
she doesn't have to do whatever she wants. Okay.
So right now she's not going to her funeral.
She's not going now to the funeral. You got it now?
Got it.
Okay.
So far I got it.
Good.
I wish you would have said it like this the first time.
Well, I said it, but I said it fast, so you were paying attention or your brain was going somewhere else. Anyways, next. More calls are coming into his office, Lauren. More email to the Prime Minister. Not to him personally, but to the office.
Right.
So he doesn't take the calls, the Prime Minister's people take it. So his right-hand man, a Jewish guy, I forgot his name, goes over to him. Well, I don't think he called him Prime Minister. I think he called him Tony. Yeah, Tony, we're getting calls. Because this guy went to Bill Clinton, he sent, before he even became Prime Minister, this Jewish guy.
Yeah.
To get the information how he won the U.S. election so easy. He was young. We're getting more and more, and I think you should call Her Majesty up and tell her she has to go. So the second time, Tony calls her up.
Okay.
The Queen.
The Queen? Again.
Again, for the second time. Your Majesty, it's not stopping here. Do you still want royalty? I'm not going to call you again. But if you still want royalty to continue in the UK, I suggest that you go and show your face in London.
Oh, the funeral already passed?
No, it didn't go yet. No.
Did she end up going to the funeral?
Sure. What do you think? In Westminster Abbey, it was one of big, and he played the piano and he sang the
Elton John.
Elton John, sure.
Oh, so it was all because of Tony Blair.
Yeah, sure. It was all on account of the people. Because the people wanted a big funeral. And she gave in.
The Queen.
Well, sure, she had to if she still wanted. Now,
okay.
William and Harry knew about it, that it's beefs. So when he brought up William, the common girl, to marry, she did not say a word. Not a word. Because she dared not to say a word to him. And he didn't even talk to her. If she wanted information about him, she got message people to get in touch with his friends. And they came to Westminster, to the palace. So they gave her all the information.
How do you know all this?
Well, I watch on television. I like her. Because there was a William and Harry had the rock groups, young rock groups. They made a centennial about it, to play. I forgot. A year after her death, they arranged it, and she was there. She even went there.
Who's the Queen?
Queen, yeah. And she was with the rock, and I mean, she wasn't moving, but she went. Then Barack Obama's wife, they went to England, and of course you meet the Queen, and Barack's wife took her around. You're not allowed to touch the Queen, And Barack's wife, what's her for? Michelle took her around, and she took Michelle around. Like they're friends already. And the Queen, So she's now with the hep, she gave the okay to, and it was James Bond's guy that came to the palace, and she gave so I like her now, you see, as a queen, and she's hep, and she's like one of the girls, and it's not like the olden days where you can't touch a queen and blah. And Michelle took her around, and she took Michelle around.
Put her arm around her?
Yeah. Well, not the ass.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So anyways, I pretended to not understand, so I would film you and get you thinking that you're not being filmed.
Yeah.
Did it work?
Yes. Wow.
Say goodbye, Dad.
Goodbye, Dad.